If you are a Brazil aficionado and you love Netflix's productions, there's a Brazilian series out that mixes a good investigation story with the myths of the Brazilian folklore. Imagine a world where humans and powerful beings dwell together, but the former are still unaware of the real presence of the latter. I have already binge watched the show, guys, and I'm here to tell you everything about it, but without spoilers, of course. In case you guys are curious to see it, this video here will fill you in on the folkloric characters we have in Brazil and prepare you to enjoy the experience even more. So you know what to do. Don't go anywhere, and we're gonna be back after the intro. Hello, this is Mark Sant and this is Brazil Unsubtitled, your channel on YouTube to get to know all you ever wanted to know about Brazil, but in English, of course, American English. Netflix has just released its Brazilian series called Invisible City. It tells the story of an environmental cop who's involved in the investigation of a crime inside the forest, and as the plot thickens, he finds himself having to confront the fact that there are elements to the crime that simply cannot be explained by using reason. I'm talking about super beings that lurk in the society and they don't want to be bothered. If you have watched American Gods, you might be familiar with what I'm talking about. The show is directed by Julia Pacheco Jordão, Luiz Carone, and Carlos Saldanha. This last one, Carlos Saldanha, is the biggest name behind the animations of Rio and Rio 2. I have watched the whole season, which is just 7 episodes, guys. It's pretty fast to watch. And I gotta say that I'm impressed with the story that keeps you on the edge of your seat at all times. And also I'm impressed with the special effects that the show uses. Anyways, if you're planning to give it a shot, stay right there till the end to understand who those powerful beings in the show are. Guys, before we go on, if you're new to the channel, please give us the honor of your subscription. All you have to do is click on the subscribe button right there and voila! You're part of this Brazilian family that grows more and more every day. We also have accounts on Instagram and Facebook. In case you guys are interested in seeing backstage pictures and news about Brazil, just go there and follow us. Also, we have a community on Instagram and we have an account on Patreon. If you guys are interested in supporting the channel to receive new content, exclusive content, and help us produce more and more videos, just go there and just to support us there on Patreon. Thank you very much. Let's get back to the video. Without further ado, let's learn about the Brazilian folklore characters. The first character that I want to talk to you about is Boto Cor-de-Rosa. The legend of the Boto tells that a pink dolphin comes out of the Amazon River at night during June festivities. Using its power, it becomes handsome, strong, young, and he's always dressed in white clothes. He wears a white hat and he's always seen going to parties after beautiful, unaccompanied women. He invites the ladies to walk with him around the river bank where they make love, and he usually gets them pregnant. The next morning, he disappears by turning into a dolphin again. Man, not even the dolphins in Brazil can resist the Brazilian girl's beauty. It's unbelievable. Yara. This legend also talks about attraction, but by man to a woman this time around. Yara is a mermaid that is not only beautiful, but she also possesses irresistible singing, which echoes through the waters and forests. The victim follows Yara to the bottom of the river, a place where he never returns. If he escapes, guys, he goes crazy due to the mermaid's spells. Saci Pererê. Saci is probably the most popular of the Brazilian folkloric characters, and it tells the story of a tiny little African descendant boy who lives in the forest and is known for playing tricks on people just for fun. Among those mischiefs, tying knots to a horse's tail, whistling to annoy travelers, and making a whirlwind to scatter all the trash around are the most common ones. Saci always wears a red hat and smokes a pipe. He has just one leg, and some versions of the legend say he can change his height to become 10 feet tall at his own will. Saci also pisses residents off by hiding their kitchen utensils, and if you want to trap the little devil, all you gotta do is throw a sieve onto a whirlwind, and once he's caught, take his hat off to guarantee total control over the mischievous boy. Cuca. Another really popular Brazilian legend is the Cuca, a mythical character that was brought to Brazil in colonial times and that came from the Portuguese coca, a dragon legend. She is an old witch who appears in the form of a crocodile and kidnaps disobedient children. The Cuca only sleeps once every 7 years, and parents sometimes use this element of the legend to scare children who don't want to go to sleep by telling them that the Cuca will come and get them. As you can see, guys, Brazilian parents have no heart. That's horrible. Tutu Marambá. The legend of Tutu Marambá, which is represented by the big red-haired guy in the show, has an African origin, and the character is basically the boogeyman's brother. Take a look at that, guys. He has no specific shape, but can sometimes turn himself into a boar. The legend again was told to kids at bedtime just to force them to go to sleep. Terrible. Terrible. The Curupira. This one, guys, is for me the most popular. When I was a kid, I remember reading stories and drawing the Curupira all the time. The Curupira is a guardian of the forests. He has red hair, or sometimes just fire instead of hair, and he has a unique trait. His feet are turned backwards, and that is because he needs to confuse those he's preying on. I mean, the poachers and the hunters. People who are in the forest to bring only destruction and to kill. With his feet backwards, guys, hunters would think he was going to one direction, when in fact they were being led to Curupira's starting point. Those are the main folklore legends we have in Brazil. They are the characters you will find when watching Invisible City on Netflix, but they are not the only ones. If you want to learn about the other folklore characters we have, like the headless mule, for example, instead of a head she has fire as well, just leave a comment on this video and I will know you guys are interested. Also, have you watched the show, The Invisible City? If you have, what is your opinion about it? Did you like it? Leave your comments as well. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give us the thumbs up so that YouTube understands that this video is interesting and can recommend it to other people as well. Thank you so much for being with us once again. Muito obrigado e até a próxima.